Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to spill my guts telling you guys about these two things that I am obsessing over right now. So let's just do this. Number one, Ben Platt. Oh my gosh, guys, I just love Ben Platt so much right now. I have been obsessed with him and his voice since Pitch Perfect, and then he tore my soul to shreds when he was Evan Hansen, and now he's releasing his own album with his own songs, and it is just his voice singing songs that hurt and heal in the best way possible, all in one, and I love it so much. He's going on tour this May, and I am flying all by myself to Detroit so that Kelsey and I can go see him in concert. I'm so excited, also slightly nervous, and I will vlog this adventure, but I'm so excited because it's Ben Platt and Kelsey and Detroit, and I'm excited, and it's gonna be awesome. And I have been listening to Ben Platt's voice and songs, a whole bunch of different songs, because he only released 4 songs, but I've been listening to him almost exclusively for almost a whole month now. Fun fact, Ben is 11 months older than me, which means there's a whole month in the year where we are the same age. Weird fact, when Temporary Love came out, the day it came out, I listened to it once and it immediately got stuck in my head. 2 days later, still stuck in my head. Probably doesn't help that I've been listening to him almost exclusively for almost a whole month. And by I mean like when I'm not in charge of the music, it's not Ben. When I'm in charge of the music, it's Ben. It's always Ben Platt. Like for 4 months now. It's going great. I will wake up and the first thought in my head is one of his songs. The first thing I think in the morning is one of his songs. They just get stuck in my head all the time. I go to sleep and I'm hearing them in my head. I wake up and the first thing I hear is them in my head. And then the second thing I think of is number 2, The Magicians. The show. I have not read the books yet, but they are on my to read this year list. I don't have them in my possession, so they're not on my TBR, but I want to read them. I've been a little hesitant until now, but I want to read them because I have been watching this show for 2 years. I found it in the middle of the 2nd season, and so I've been watching it from the middle of the 2nd season on. I'm so obsessed with this show. I don't really talk about it all that often for several different reasons. Like I know. This show is not for everybody. I know my friends, and I know that there are some that would absolutely love this show, be obsessed with it as much as I am, maybe not quite as much as I am actually, but like, they would love it, and it would be great, and they would enjoy all the moments of it. Well, not all the moments of it, but then I know that there are friends of mine that would hate this show. And then there are some friends that I'm not 100% sure about because like I feel like they might hate it, but they're watching history. I'm just like, maybe they might like it. They might not hate it. They might not like it. They might just be like, okay, so I'm not gonna go out and say you should watch this show right now because you probably shouldn't. It's not for everybody. This show needs to be taken seriously. It is a heavy show. I love it. I think it is fantastic. I love the storyline, the messages, the plots, the twists, the characters, and just, I love this show. I am fiercely protective of these characters, and that's why I'm not going to recommend it to everybody, because it is a heavy show. It talks about serious content and it is very adult. Approach the show with caution. I do not recommend it for everybody. Like, it is not a for everybody show. But I do think it's fantastic. So I'm only talking about it now because it has sufficiently taken over my life. I'm obsessed with it more now than I have ever been. I mean, I've been obsessed with it. I've talked about it to Caleb quite a few times. I've watched it, binged it multiple times, but it has just taken over my life in a whole new, different, weird, obsessive way. I can't stop thinking about it and talking about it or watching it, and that's probably a little bit because I was sitting there one night and I was like, okay, I know that Kelsey and Ashley would love this show. Why haven't I told them about it yet? I have no idea. I guess I'm just so used to keeping it as one of my secret loves. But I was just like, there's no reason for me to not talk about this show with them. They would absolutely love it. So I told them about it, and Kelsey started watching it, so I started rewatching it, mostly because I felt like it, but also because she's rewatching it, and I needed to know what happened when in the later seasons so that I knew what her WTF texts were about. So it's 100% taken over my life. I'm watching the old seasons, I'm watching the current season. I can't stop thinking about it. I did take the character quiz for The Magicians, and I got Quentin Coldwater, which I 100% agree with. There is no other character on that show that I can relate to more than Quentin. He is phenomenal. He's not my favorite, though. My favorite is Elliot Waugh. I love him so much. It's so weird. And yet not weird at all. Also, I do have ships for this show. I'm not gonna say who I ship with who because there's just a lot going on in this show. Again, it needs to be taken 100% seriously, guys. But I will tell you, there is this one ship that I ship that is dying, and I'm okay with that. I do ship this ship that is dying, but I also ship one of the characters in this ship with someone else, and I like this ship more than I like this ship. I feel like these two characters would be better for each other than these two characters. I ship both of them, but I'm not sad this one's dying. But the fun thing is, the character in the middle, while this ship is dying, could have gone anywhere else. There are so many ships that you can ship, but the character in the middle is going to the other ship. So while this ship is dying, this ship is coming alive, and I love it. I love it. So I'm not sad that this ship is dying, because the ship I like more is starting to gain a life. And I love it so much. So that's my life right now. I listen to Ben Platt and I watch The Magicians. That is all I do in my days. Today I've been listening to Ben Platt while I've been adulting, and now I'm gonna go watch The Magicians because I feel like it, and that's what I want to do with my life. And I am obsessed with these two things. I was listening to Ben Platt like literally before I walked in here to talk to you guys, and now I'm gonna go watch Magicians because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with these two things, guys. I really do think that y'all should listen to Ben Platt. I'm not gonna say everybody should watch The Magicians, but it is basically Harry Potter and Narnia and Game of Thrones mashed together. Those are the three explanations that I keep hearing. I think it's really a lot like Harry Potter and Narnia. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I can see why people would say that it has similarities to Game of Thrones in it. So it's Narnia and Harry Potter mashed together with Game of Thrones things thrown in there, and I think it's great, but it's not for everybody, so don't just immediately go and start watching it. Take it seriously. Also, if you're a family member of mine, don't. I know you guys, you won't like it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. That's what I'm gonna go do right now, is I'm gonna go listen to Ben Platt and watch The Magicians So thank you guys for letting me gush about these things that I've been obsessing over, because I have just been wanting to talk about them all the days, and I think I've annoyed pretty much everybody that I can talk to around here. So thank you guys for listening to me ramble about these things that I have just been thinking about nonstop. And I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've heard any of the Ben Platt songs, the new ones, or what you think about his old songs. And if you have seen The Magicians, tell me your thoughts, please. I'm curious to see what others think about the show, because I don't know that many people that watch this show in real life. Also, if you guys do like the fact that I gush about what I'm currently obsessing over, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, go check out my other socials, because that is the best way to find out what I am currently obsessing over, because I talk about things all the time, or at least I feel like I do. I don't actually know if I talk about them all the time over there, but I do quite a bit, so definitely go check those out. Also, subscribe if you haven't, and if you would like to know when all the videos come up, then click the notification bell so that you can know when they come up on Saturdays. Other than that, next week's video is going to be a book review. So I hope you guys stick around for that next week, and I hope you guys are having a good week and a good life, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye!